This is it. The end. Finished. The series is finished. It's been 4 months. 4 months of shooting this series. And it's finally come to an end. Or the beginning. Thank you again, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It's literally been a life-changing journey. I'm about to sneeze. All right, cut that. Cut. You got to ride with me on a journey of a lifetime. I can't really do goodbyes. This is really hard. What do I say? How do I tell people that this is the end? Just tell people you're going to come back. It's not the end, it's the beginning. But you got to finish the series, man. You can't just drag this out. You just can't drag this out. It's finished. I don't know what your philosophy is like, but it's not finished. This is the end of another chapter. The book only has so many chapters. Like, the end is the end. Then you get to the hardcover. That is it, man. Finished. Just end the series. All right, look, there's going to be a part 2. A part 2, like, we're going to finish this book, and then we're going to make another series. Part 2, to be continued. That's a good idea. I think the people are going to like that. I like that, part 2. Thank you so much, my friends, for coming back. I'm a little bit sad that this is going to come to an end, this series, but it has to come. All good stories have to come to an end. I can't believe it. I took a few moments before. It is the 14th of March, 2017. It's almost midday. I took a few moments before to think about my journey and exactly what I went through to get to where I am today, right now. How I started, last year, 4 months ago, to where I finished, winning those 2 trophies, coming first place in 2 separate divisions, and everything in between. And so I wanted to share a bit of background before I say this is the end. A little bit of background about why I created this series. My number one reason for creating this series is because I wanted to share my story of getting ready for my first ever fitness model competition to the world that do not know much about what goes on behind the scenes of what's required to get an athlete ready for the stage. In my case, I'm an ordinary guy. I'm a nobody special. I don't have special genetics. I wasn't born into a family of athletes. If you remember my story I told at the very beginning, I was out of shape, I was miserable, I was skinny fat, and fat. I was all 3. And then I turned the situation around. I got educated, I got practical, and I started figuring out what it takes to get lean, maintain that physique for a number of years, and then I decided to compete. So I haven't had a perfect story, but I knew that this would be an interesting story, and I wanted people to see exactly what goes on behind the scenes required to get anybody ready for a fitness model competition. So I wanted everybody to see everything. And so you saw nutrition, everything I did with my nutrition, my meal prep, my planning, my meal plans, what I ate, and then how I trained, my training plans, what I did in the gym. You saw me training in the gym. You saw me overseas in Thailand. You saw me training overseas. You saw how I managed my nutrition overseas while traveling. You saw how my mindset changed, how my emotions change from one moment to the next. How at times when I had an emotional tipping point and I just couldn't handle it anymore, or I injured my back and I thought I was going to be wiped out from the competition. When I was stuck in Thailand in the floods and I couldn't leave the island, thinking about my competition journey and how that was it. It was finished. That's it, game over. And then you saw You know, the great times I had, the fun times I had. I was dancing and messing around and having a good time and making the most of the experience. You saw everything. And I wanted this series to be about transparency and truth. I wanted people to not only be educated on what it takes to get ready for the stage, but also to learn about what goes on behind the scenes to get ready for the stage. And so I wanted there to be relevancy because before I decided to shoot this series, we're talking 4 seasons, 15 episodes each, 60 episodes in total, over 4 months of shooting and documenting this series. That the biggest thing that I wanted people to take away from this was that not only to see what goes on behind the scenes, but also to learn a bit about nutrition and training and mindset strategies that you can apply in a watered down manner to achieve basic weight loss on your terms. Because you would have learned throughout the series, yes, this is what an athlete needs to do to get ready for the stage, but I made an effort to create extra videos that I've inserted between the story so that you could learn on your terms what it takes to lose a bit of weight. Because I know most of you are not interested in competing, are not interested in getting ready for the stage, are not interested in fitness modeling. I wasn't either when I first started my journey. And so I wanted to make this series not just entertaining, because I look back at some of the videos and I laugh at myself. I think you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. But I can see the entertainment value in that. But I wanted it to be more than that. I wanted it to be educational, but not just educational for somebody who's wanting to get ready for the stage. If you're watching this and you want to become a fitness model or you want to become a competitor, I wanted this to be relevant to everybody. And so I've taken principles and strategies that are used, to get ready for the stage that anybody can apply to lose a bit of weight. So I hope you were able to take themes away from this series. When I was going through my emotional ups and downs, when I was doing night shift, for example, working a corporate job, working night shift, from 8:30 at night to 7 in the morning, 7 consecutive days, that I was still able to win despite those odds. And if I'm being a practitioner in that is absolutely possible, despite working night shift, being stuck overseas, having a back injury, then it's absolutely possible for you as well. So if you're a security guard, a nurse, a doctor, somebody who works shift work and struggling to lose weight, it is 100% possible given your scenario, because I proved it myself. If you're traveling overseas and you're wondering why you can't lose weight and that it's impossible to lose weight over Christmas, over New Year's, while traveling overseas, then hopefully you've taken themes away from my own journey that losing weight while traveling is possible, because I've achieved it. Losing weight over Christmas is possible, because I've achieved it. And over New Year's, no matter what the odds, you can achieve your weight loss journey on your own. You can achieve it on your terms. You can absolutely get the result you want. You saw it with me, and hopefully you can take value away from my own journey and apply it at some level in your own. And I was never expecting ever for this series to blow out into 60 videos. I was thinking maybe 7 or 8 or 9 videos and nothing as comprehensive. But then I started thinking more about the plot. I started thinking more about the story. And I realized actually nobody has ever done this before. Nobody has documented a competition from beginning to end, from every angle. You saw everything. You saw the financial breakdown of everything, all my money, like where it's gone to get ready for this competition. You saw my meal plans, my training plans. You saw my emotional lows, my emotional highs. You saw footage of me traveling overseas on the aircraft, eating airplane food. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is stuff that everybody saw. You saw every single detail of my journey. And if you look at, video 54 and you compare that to video 01, you can see that for yourself. You can see the difference in my physique. You can see the difference in my attitude. You can see the difference in maybe my confidence levels, I don't know. But you see everything else in between as well, and not just the before and the after. So I would really appreciate that if you have watched this series from beginning to end, that you spend a bit of time to write 1 or 2 sentences about what you enjoyed most about this series. What did you learn most about what you watched me go through, experience from one day to the next? And just write 1 or 2 or 3 sentences in the review section of this platform. And by doing that, it will give me feedback so I know what to create for the next series. It would really help me a lot. So just give it a star rating, 1 or 2 or 3 sentences, what you like about it. Just a heads up though, I've done all my own filming, I do all my own editing, and for me, telling the story is the most important thing of this whole journey. Exposing everything, not being just being upfront about every single thing that's happened during my last 4 months of my competition preparation. So then that is it. This is the end of this series. And so the bonus section of this series will really be about me getting ready for the Arnold Model Search competition, which is literally in 3 days from now as I film this right now. It is not a serious competition. So it doesn't have, mandatory poses that I need to do or anything like that. If I win, it just means that I get to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger, get some photos taken with him, I get to present the awards, right? Nothing too crazy, and not something that I'm concerned about winning or not. It's not really a big thing I'm thinking about right now. However, what's next? I am going to be doing another series, just like this one, where I'll be getting ready for the world titles. It'll be my journey to the world titles. So everything I'm doing now, basically in this week as I film this, right through to June 26th of 2017, you'll get to see everything I do with everything, same formatting as this series, but it's going to be my journey to the world titles. I'm not even sure the exact name, right? But there's going to be a number of competitions. There's going to be the national titles. There's going to be a number of competitions that I do. And then the world titles, you'll get to see everything. Everything. And imagine if I came first as a fitness model on the world stage. At least you can see the whole journey. How cool is that? So if there's a way that you can, on this platform, you can sign up and follow my journey so that when that series gets released, then you'll get that notification to your inbox straight away. But just watch out for my name. I'll flash it up on this platform. That is me, Seek Fit Life. And so you can search me up and you can see what I'm offering as well in terms of my next journey that I'm documenting as well. So although this series has been about, it's like reality TV in a sense. It's like a bit of adventure. It's a bit of a fitness thing. It's health. It's travel. It's all these genres thrown in together. It's my journey to get ready for the stage. That I mentioned before that I wanted this to be applicable to everybody watching this who's not wanting to compete. If you're just interested in simple weight loss, I share those strategies throughout the series as well. I want to make mention that if you are interested in weight loss, I actually have on this platform, and I'll throw it up on your screen right now, series that you can watch where I teach people how to meal plan. I teach people about protein. I teach people about how to have that ultimate body. So I've got a number of publications on this platform, and for everybody really to watch and learn from. And so those series, those videos are purely educational. There's not much entertainment value in that education. So go and check them out. You'll get good value from them. If you're a Prime member, you'll get them as part of your Prime membership as well. So go and check them out and let me know what you think. As always, leave a review on them and just let me know what you think of them. And it helps me a lot when I review my videos. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your support, the emails I get, and just people from all around the world have reached out to me. It's amazing. So yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's been a great journey. It's one that I've enjoyed despite the challenges. I've had a great time, which is why I'm competing again. So stick around. It's the end of this series, but it's not the end of my journey. I have big plans in life. I want you to follow my journey right through as I get ready for the world titles. See you soon.